never asked for this moment. It arrived without warning. 1 second you were living a normal life. The next the sky darkened at noon. Every screen on Earth showed the same impossible image. A throne of silent black obsidian hung in the void. It floated just beyond the moon's patient orbit. It was massive, carved from a single, seamless stone. Its presence hummed with a power that vibrated in your bones. Nations panicked. Armies mobilized. Scientists scrambled for explanations that never came. The throne was simply there, an absolute fact. Then it spoke. Not with sound, but into every mind at once. A voice of calm, crushing gravity. It was looking for a player, a single champion to represent the entire human experiment. A volunteer to play one game for the soul of your species. For reasons you still cannot explain, you stepped forward. Maybe it was courage. Maybe it was foolishness. Maybe you just knew no one else would. Your assent was a thought, a flicker of will. It was enough. The world dissolved around you in a blur of light. You found yourself across a chasm of stars. Seated on the obsidian throne was a figure of cloaked shadow. The Arbiter. It offered no greeting. It simply gestured to the space between you. And that is where you see it. The board. It is a terrifying, beautiful sight. A grid of pure starlight laid across the fabric of space. Some squares glow with the light of 1,000,000 suns. Others are pits of absolute darkness. You stand before it, a fragile being of flesh and bone. The Arbiter waits, its form unreadable within its shifting cloak. You realize with a jolt of ice that you are not in space. You are somewhere else entirely. A place where existence itself is the prize. The Arbiter raises a hand that is not a hand. It is a ripple in reality, a claw of condensed night. It points to a brilliant cluster of stars on the board, a constellation you have known your whole life, a familiar friend in the night sky. The Arbiter's first move is not to advance a piece, it is to remove a square. With a silent, terrible finality, the constellation is gone. Not just from the board, but from your memory of the sky. 1,000,000,000 suns and all their worlds, extinguished. Wiped from the cosmic ledger with casual indifference. You feel a wave of nausea, a psychic scream that echoes from the void where they once were. This is the game. The stakes are not symbolic, they are real. You look at the board again, you see the pieces arranged for you. They are not pawns and kings of carved wood or ivory. They are something more. You reach out, not with your hand, but with your mind. You touch the first piece. It radiates a warm, defiant glow. You recognize its essence instantly. It is hope. The piece next to it is cold, a shivering knot of anxiety. This one is fear. Another thrums with cool, steady pulses. You know it as logic. And the final, most powerful piece on your side of the board, it beats with a quiet, fierce rhythm. This is the piece of love. The Arbiter has its own pieces. You can feel their names without being told. Its side holds dominance. It holds certainty and inevitability. Its most powerful piece is a monolith of crushing silence called finality. This is not a game of simple strategy. It is a clash of fundamental concepts, a war of ideas where the loser is erased from reality itself. You are hopelessly outmatched, a fleeting thought against an eternal power. The Arbiter expects you to play defensively. It anticipates a cowering retreat. Any logical player would. You are supposed to fortify your hope. You should shield your love behind walls of fear. That is the pattern it has seen 1,000 times. From 1,000 other species on 1,000 other worlds. All of them played the same predictable game.